Octopath Traveler is rated T for teen by the ESRB. Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of our new Let's Play, Octopath Traveler. This is an interesting game. When I first got this, me and my brother were interested in it because of the idea of being able to play as 8 characters. Little did we know exactly what we were getting into. This has probably become one of my favorite RPG titles. I do have a game file going. It is quite extensive, 72 hours, and I still had not completed it, by the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to start a new game. And we have all these characters to choose from. We have Hannet, who is a hunter. Your name is Hannet, and you are a hunter, one of the last descendants of an ancient clan that calls the deep forest home. Your prowess with the bow is unmatched. Your master left home 1 year ago, summoned to hunt a dreaded beast, and you protected the village while awaiting his return. Then one day, the return of an old friend gives you cause for concern, and you strike out on a journey of your own. Each one of these 8 characters has a unique story, and we are going to be able to venture through all 8 of them. So next we have Ophelia, who has a path action called Guide and a talent of Summon. Your name is Ophelia, and you are a cleric. You hail from the snow-swept Frostlands, where you dutifully serve the Order of the Flame under your adoptive father, the Archbishop. As your adoptive sister and best friend prepares to embark on a perilous pilgrimage, you stand ever at her side. But unbeknownst to the both of you, events are about to take a tragic turn. Then we have Cyrus, with the path action of Scrutinize and the talent of Study. Your name is Cyrus, and you are a scholar. You teach at the Royal Academy in Atlasdam. And though you have numerous admirers, your only true passion is the pursuit of knowledge. There is so much more I want to learn. One day you realize that an invaluable tome has vanished from the Royal Library, piquing your insatiable curiosity. Further down we have Tressa with the path action of Purchase and the talent of Eye for Money. Your name is Tressa, and you are a merchant. You stock the shelves at your parents' shop in your sleepy seaside hometown. Yet you often find yourself gazing out at sea, longing for something more. What lies beyond the horizon? You thought you'd never know the answer. Then, one day, an unfamiliar vessel weighs anchor at the docks, changing your life forever. Further down we have Olberich, with the path action of Challenge and the talent of Ulster Defense. Your name is Olberich, and you are a warrior. Once a proud knight, you lost both king and kingdom in a bloody coup. Today you serve as a master of at arms for a remote mountain village. To what end do I swing my blade? The question tortured you night after restless night. Then one day you overhear a name from your past, giving you new purpose. Then we have this one, Primrose. allure, summon. Your name is Primrose, and you are a dancer. You ply your trade in the pleasure district of Sunshade, Sunshade. Oh, that's the town name. I'm gonna restart that sentence. You ply your trade in the pleasure district of Sunshade, a town forever shrouded in darkness. In truth, you are the high-born daughter of a once proud House Azelhart, an identity you conceal from all. 3 men bearing the mark of the crow, they took my father from me. But you will have your revenge. Then we have Alphen with Inquire and Concoct. Your name is Alphen, and you are an apothecary. You treat the wounded and sick in a small village amid the babbling brooks of the Riverlands. Stricken ill as a child, you were saved by a traveler who asked for nothing in return, inspiring you to follow in his footsteps. Though hesitant to leave the only home you've known, your best friend convinces you to follow your dream, wherever it may lead you. And I believe we have this last one. Therion, with the path action of Steel and the talent Picklock. Your name is Therion, and you are a thief. While your past is a guarded secret, your exploits are known far and wide. Mere whispers of your extravagant heists strike fear into the hearts of the wealthy. Drifting into the Clift lands one day, you hear a rumor of great riches to be had. You set your sights on a mansion said to be impregnable, only to find what you never expected. So we have quite the option to start our character off, and it should be noted that the character you choose at the start of the game is the one that you're with until you complete the entire story, their entire story. And the other 7 characters you can pick up along the way, and they are interchangeable. I did have to think long and hard of which character I wanted to start with. I knew for a fact that I was not going to be Hannet, since on my personal file that's who I chose first. And there were a couple of tough choices. Cyrus was one that I had thought of because I love the idea of the scholar. He's powerful with magical attacks. I also thought of starting with Ophelia because she's a healer type character, and that would be great to have early on. Then I also thought that I would start with Therion because his ability to steal is actually really good. But in the end, I chose to start with Primrose. Now this is where I'm going to start telling you guys that Primrose's story starts off a little different from others. And this is why the game would be rated T for teen. It's not for the violence, but it is for most likely Primrose's story. As you can remember, this is the pleasure district of Sunshade. So she's a dancer. She's an exotic dancer. Even when the blade is held... Okay, sorry, I thought there were words going. Even when the blade is held at your heart, faith shall be your shield. Words of House Azelhart. "10 years ago."
Funny how it works, isn't it? Everything that happens in this world falls into one of 2 neat little categories. Things one is better off knowing, and things one's better off not. Jeffrey Azelhart, I'm afraid you've been poking your nose into the latter.
I have only done as my convictions bade me do. I have no regrets.
I thought you might say something like that. You're making this delightfully easy. Make sure he's dead. Let's leave this place before we're seen.
It's done. Huh.
I will never forget. 3 men, each marked with the sign of the crow. One on his left arm. One on his right. And the last on his neck. 3 men. Foul scavengers, just like the bird whose mark they bear. They took my father from me. And I will never forget. Always the same dream.
I wish I had your confidence, Primrose. I couldn't imagine nodding off minutes before my cue.
How nice it must be to be the Master's favorite. Fine. Go on and keep your airs. Act as though you're better than the rest of us.
It doesn't change the fact that you're just another dancer in the sands, Primrose. Nothing but a kept woman, here to flatter the dignity of men who pay for the privilege.
I suppose you're right.
Shh, enough chatter. Master Helganish is coming.
Do I keep you women to titter here in the shadows? My customers are waiting for their entertainment! The opening act should be on that stage already. Now, get out there and earn your keep! Bunch of useless strays. But not you, Primrose. You are the only one I can rely on.
You flatter me, Master.
Oh, hardly. Why, this tavern's custom has increased tenfold since you stepped on our stage. But do not go forgetting yourself. It was I who groomed you for this role.
And I will be forever grateful for that, Master.
You were an ignorant girl when I picked you up. Completely useless. I've taught you everything you know. What happened to your sweet little smile? Who puts a roof over your head and food on your plate? Who bought the jewels that adorn your pretty neck? Who made you the most sought-after dancer in this dusty old town? It was me, all me. You owe me, kitten, and I'll see that debt repaid.
Yes, Master.
Good then. Purr sweetly, and I may give you a treat. Don't dally when you're done with your show. I will be waiting in my chamber. I'll have you purr for me some more.
Primrose, it's your cue.
I'm coming.
Put your face back on now, kitten.
Yes, Master.
The tavern lies at the east of the central road, just past the bazaar. I mustn't dally any longer. The radar. Use the radar at the bottom of bottom right to check the area and find your heading. The green is to continue the story. The orange is side story starting points. The feather is a save point. Exclamation point is a hidden item. And others are the exit areas. Press the R button to turn the radar on or off. Now before we get further, I do want to find settings. Voices
Octopath Traveler.
is good. Music I need to turn down just a little bit. There. Vibration. Remember battle cursor position to the original. Corner shadows. Yeah. Brightness. That's good. Okay. So sorry about being so quiet. I just needed to fix that. Because it has occurred to me that volume is
How
not...
are you?
There we go. I've never been down there myself, but I hear the passage just past here leads out somewhere in the sands. So I hope that intro kind of explains a little bit more about why I was a bit skeptical to start with Primrose and why I gave off that warning of, hey, be careful. So the game is definitely not rated E for everyone. This is Sunshade, City of 1,000 Pleasures. And we're, like all RPGs, we're just gonna explore. What with that mighty cliff that towers above us, Sunshade is cloaked in shadow even during the day. Only characters with the triple bubble things can be interacted with. For conversation, so these three characters can't be talked to. It's kind of a great way to provisioner. You are light herbs and stuff. The inn. Oh, and it should be noted that not all buildings can properly be entered, but have a menu instead. We'll go over all of those later.
Hello.
These are the dancers' dormitories. And it doesn't look like I have access to look at other things. We have an armorer. And I think that's it. It looks like we just go up to the dance hall.
Yeah?
This tavern is Master Helganesh's pride and joy. He's particularly fond of the dancers, if you catch my meaning. I do know what you're talking about, and it's slightly disgusting. This way, Primrose. Get a move on. Gotta talk to my clientele first. Good food, good drink. Good food, good drink, and the dancing girls are easy on the eyes. If only the prices were a bit more reasonable.
Faring well?
I've come to rest my travel-weary body for a while. No better place in the realm, I say. The dancing girls here put on quite a show.
Good show.
I traveled across half the realm to visit this place. They say there's a girl here who dances like a goddess.
Hello.
Word around town is that the dancers here put on private shows for the master, if you know what I mean.
Ho there!
They say this place turns away all but the wealthiest of customers after nightfall. So like I said, this is a bit of a...
There you are.
Kept us waiting long enough, Primrose.
Forgive me.
I was fixing my hair. It better have been worth it. You're our best chance at getting to eat tonight. And the customers have been waiting.
I am ready.
Let the show begin. It's her! It's her! And we get a static image. Watch over me, Father. That day I swore revenge against the men who took you from me. The three marked by the crow. My once proud house fallen, I left home far behind, following their trail. That trail has led me here. I heard one of them often passes through here on his travels. It was the smallest scrap of hope, but it was all I had. Until I find him, there is no disgrace I will not endure. Losing my honor is nothing compared to the pain of losing you. Father, I will not stop until I find the three and see justice served. And until I avenge you, I will dance.
Wow!
I think I'm in love. How about a private show, darling? You're all too kind and too handsome, I might add. Not bad, Primrose, not bad. Thank you. Look at your sandals. Seems you've gone and broken a strap. Go back to the dormitory and fetch yourself another pair.
Yes.
Most happily. So now that we're done the dance, we have new conversations, I think.
Faring well?
I guess not. Okay. So now we're gonna head back to the dormitories. So this game is quite similar to other RPG-styled games. Guess we have another cutscene.
Hey! Hey!
Papa, I'm going to be in a play. I will be the princess and everyone will look at me. You'll come and watch too, won't you?
Yes.
Of course, my dear.
Oh, thank
Many
you.
thanks, my lord. Teehee, how was that? And guess what, Papa? When I grow up, I'm gonna be a beautiful dancing girl, the star of the stage. Dancing girl. That is a dream best forgotten. But why, Papa? Helena, my dear, you want to grow up to be a fine lady, yes? Like the princess you will play? Then it would be best not to say such things. Not in this town, at least. But what's wrong with dancing? It's so much fun.
What?
Look at her. She's beautiful. Hello, child.
Oh, come now.
Come now, Helena, this way. I'll tuck you into bed back at the inn. Papa has business to attend to this night. Gee, I wonder what
Yes.
kind of business he is looking to have done. I suppose I should get back to my own work. So anyways, as I was saying, oh my goodness. Ow! A thorn? Oh, someone fetch a handkerchief. Primrose seems to be bleeding, the poor dear. Perhaps she got a blister. She's always dancing, oh so passionately.
Are you all right?
Are you alright, Prim?
Yes.
I'm fine. It's nothing I haven't dealt with before.
Hey!
Don't you think that's enough already? Do you take such pleasure in others' pain? We're nothing but the Master's playthings, all of us. And we all know what happens to the girls who displease him, or have you forgotten? Beaten half to death and tossed in the gutter, left for dead, sick and starving.
Stop that!
Stop that. We all know well enough where we stand. We know what he can do to us. Then why torment one of your own? One of our own?
Many thanks.
Thank you, Yusufa. But there's no need for you to make foes on my behalf. Prim.
You! What are you doing yowling back here? Sheath your claws, it's time for work. Or do you think money flows into my coffers by itself? Get out there and collect your tips. Wait a minute. Not you, Primrose. You stay. What was that? What was that sorry show you gave today? I think not. Do you think I'm blind? One glance was all I need to know your mind was not where it ought to be. I can see every thought in that pretty empty little head of yours, and they were not of dancing tonight. You haven't forgotten your debts now, have you? You haven't forgotten who owns you. You know the fate that awaits you if you dare defy me, don't you, kitten? I'm warning you because I care, Primrose. I wouldn't want to see anything untoward happen to my shining star.
Forgive me.
I'm sorry, Master. Forgive me.
The truth is...
I was simply remembering the first day I came here to you. Oh, were you now? Not a day, not a moment passes when I am not thankful for all you have given me. Pray forgive my lack of focus today, Master. It will not happen again. Oh, my dear, dear Primrose. I, too, often think back to the day you came to my door. Just imagining the sight of you dancing for me, as sweet and innocent as you were, it tickled me so. Red flag. And you met my every expectation. You have been my best investment. I'll have you purr for me some more. Oh my god, that's so disgusting to hear. But tonight you have displeased me, and for this you must atone. The crowd is looking thin tonight. Out on the streets with you and bring us some custom. Custom with coin enough to cover a week's expenses. If you can do that, I may still go easy on you. At least, relatively so, kitten.
Yes.
You are kind, Master. Bravo, Prim. That was a performance for the ages. How do you do it? I want to vomit every time I have to call him Master. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be out collecting tips?
Are you alright?
I was worried about you. How's your foot?
What?
What? Here, use this. A handkerchief. Be careful out there, okay? And with that, we get to learn the path action. Utilize each character's unique action to overcome any obstacle. Try pressing Y in front of a townsperson. Primrose can allure townspeople to follow her. Someone wealthy. Well, time to put on a different kind of show. This one looks to be the likely sort.
Excuse me.
Lovely evening, isn't it, my lord? Mayhaps you'd care to share it with me?
My apologies.
A tempting offer, but I travel on business. I must depart early on the morrow. It must be fascinating. It must be a fascinating sort of business that you do. Perhaps you could tell me more over a drink? I'd love to get to know you better.
Most unfortunate.
I am most afraid I cannot.
Excuse me.
I dance at the tavern just down the street. I'd be happy to put on a show just for you. Admit it now. Wouldn't you care to spend a little more time with me? Oh my, I cannot resist such beauty. Pray, come hither. So, as I was trying to say before we got into a lot of cutscenes, this game is a very unique kind of RPG because you have different abilities you can use on the main area. Primrose has this ability called Allure, and it allows me to pick up any character with a thought bubble above their head, and they can travel with me. And they become a fighting character that I can summon. In addition, because of the uniqueness of this game, another cutscene. Yes, that one's pockets look sufficiently deep.
Excellent.
Good work, kitten. You will be treated well tonight.
Many thanks.
You honor me, master. The seats are starting to fill. See that not a single cup goes empty.
Yes.
As you wish, master.
Beg pardon.
Good evening, gentlemen. Primrose, you're looking more and more lovely each time I see you. It's been a while since we last enjoyed your company. Will you be with us long this evening? Oh, as long as you'll have me for, my dear. Is that so? I'll have to give it some thought then. I'll see you again later.
Till next time.
And if that's all, I'll be taking my leave. Oh. And if that's all, I'll be taking my leave. Could it be? There, on his left arm. The mark of the crow. How long I have waited for this day. Finally, you appear before me. This night, at long last, justice will be served. No. I can't let him get away.
You. And where do you think you're going?
So curious about that man, are you? Was it love at first sight, kitten? Master.
I think not.
You wouldn't think of abandoning the stage and your customers before the night is through now, would you? Back to work, Primrose. I trust you. I trust I don't need to repeat myself.
Put your face back on now, kitten.
You do remember what happens to the wicked little kittens who cross me, don't you? This is all I have. I may never get another chance like this again.
Are you alright?
Prim, what's the matter? It's not like you to look all flustered like this. You don't need to tell me. For you to risk angering the master like that, it must be something important. Leave it to me. I'll keep his eyes busy. You slip out the back door on the upper floor. You shouldn't get involved. You'll put yourself at risk. Look, Prim, maybe you don't tell me what you're thinking.
Come on!
But that doesn't matter to me. I'm on your side, and always will be. On my side? When the other girls would pick on me and tell me to know my place, you were always the only one who stood by me. You never say much. You're always so distant, aloof even. But I know you just don't want to burden others with your troubles. I know you better than you think, Prim.
I know that, deep down, you have a good heart.
A good heart? Yusufa. I thank you. Always a woman of few words. I wouldn't have it any other way. So due to my time and the length of this video, what we're gonna do You will bring the woman I need, won't you? Won't you now? Competent help is so hard to come by these days. Whatever is a man to do.
I can assure you, my lord, I am doing all that I can.
Helganish, we are friends, are we not? Friends take care of one another, yes? They do not disappoint each other?
Yes, I will do everything in my power.
I saw a fine dancing girl in the tavern. I would rather like such a girl for my own. So it is as I thought. Helganish knows him.
Listen to me.
Bring the woman to the place marked on this map. And Helganish, try not to keep me waiting.
Yes, but of course, my lord.
That map. You never know when danger might strike, so be sure to save often. Keep an eye out for this monument. You can find save points in town, overworld areas, and dungeons. So we're actually going to call it an episode because we are running quite high on our time limit. And with that, we're going to call this an episode. Thank you guys for joining in on the first episode of Octopath Traveler, where we've chosen Primrose to be our main star. In the next episode, we're going to go into the Sunshade catacombs and follow the man marked by the crow on his left arm. What will we find? I guess you're just going to have to find out. If you liked what you saw, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Mash that like button and subscribe if you have not for more Octopath Traveler content. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.